Hello, and thank you for taking the time to review our first half of 2024 highlights. My name is Mike Abel, and I'm a Prime Lead Consultant, professionally certified in compensation and variable pay. I'm located in London and work for Veritas Prime, a global SAP SuccessFactors partner. We are one of the world's leading HR transformative consultancies, specializing in implementing and supporting SuccessFactors with clients across the globe. As part of our release coverage, I'll be reviewing some key release updates for compensation and variable pay. For complete release analysis, you can connect with us on our website at veritasprime.com at the Contact Us link, or for current clients, reach out to your project manager or CSM. Let's begin by looking at our first release highlight. Export and import from executive review in XLSX format. You're now able to export data from executive review and import it back using the Excel XLSX file format. Previously, only the earlier XLS format of Excel 97-2003 was supported, which also resulted in a limit of 65,536 records that could be exported at a time. Now, however, you can choose to export up to 100,000 records in the XLSX format and also import the XLSX file into executive review. The next highlight covers a number of enhancements to the My Forms page for compensation, variable pay, and total compensation worksheets that were previously introduced for performance management and 360 reviews in the last release. These include a more intuitive page layout, improved search functionality, and simplified flows to organize and file worksheets. The search button has been replaced by the Go button, and it is now possible to use search filters in every folder, including the en route, completed, and any custom folders you create. If your organization uses compensation insights, please note that this feature is no longer supported on the new My Forms page. This enhancement is enabled by default, but can be reverted if needed to the previous version by going to Admin Center, Compensation Home, Action for All Plans, Company Settings, and then disable the latest My Forms page. The next highlight sees major enhancements to the statement editor for compensation, variable pay, and combined statement templates. The statement editor now supports more rich text editing tools, including the ability to incorporate tables, pictures, and other images into statement templates. This will help you to achieve a more modern look and feel for your organization's statements without having to use custom templates. Previously, if you wanted to create statements in multiple languages, you had to create multiple translated statement templates or use a custom template. Now you'll be able to create a single statement template in which you can incorporate all the language locales used in your organization. The statement generated for employees will reflect the employee's chosen locale at the time of statement generation. Some other statement enhancements include the ability to bulk print statements from completed worksheets, just as you're able to do from executive review, the consistent formatting and display of numbers from the same field, regardless of whether they appear in the body of the statement or in the grouping of fields next to the statement body, and the inclusion of usernames in addition to user IDs in the email notification received when statements have been recalled. Ignore warnings when publishing data from compensation to Employee Central. You may have business rules for entities, job information, compensation information, pay component recurring, and pay component non-recurring that are configured with an if condition that, if met, triggers a warning message. Such warning messages are treated as errors when compensation publishes to one of the noted entities in Employee Central, resulting in the job failing and some data not being published. However, with this enhancement, you can now enable a new advanced settings option to ignore warnings when publishing from compensation to Employee Central, and as a result, the published job no longer fails. Centralized services now support the publishing of job information and compensation information data from compensation to Employee Central once a new setting is enabled in the company settings area of Compensation Home, Actions for All Plans in the Admin Center. Using centralized services for Employee Central results in greater consistency of system behavior, validations, and functionalities across UIs, imports, and APIs. Once enabled, there are two legacy advanced settings that are no longer relevant. The first is publish job information before compensation information. Using centralized services, the job information and compensation information are processed together and cross-entity rules can directly update and read values from other records within the transaction. This means that changes from the compensation worksheet and changes made by cross-entity rules will end up in one and the same record after the publish. The second legacy advanced setting that is no longer relevant is enable forward propagation of compensation information changes when publishing from compensation to Employee Central. This is because changes made to compensation information and/or to pay component recurring are always forward propagated if applicable. Note that this new centralized services setting will be enabled by default with the option to disable it as noted earlier. However, please be aware that this option will be removed in some future release. The final item is just a reminder that the legacy executive review filters for compensation will be deleted on May 17th. The replacement for this is the advanced executive review filters, which provide a much more robust filtering experience. Thank you for taking the time to review our H1 2024 release highlights for compensation. And again, for complete release analysis, you can connect with us on our website at veritasprime.com at the Contact Us link, or for current clients, reach out to your project manager or CSM. Thank you.